नमस्कार, मेरा नाम अरविंद चौके। मैं ये गेट का गाइड हूँ, निमडेला गेट का। यहाँ से 3 गेट है ये जंगल को लग के। एक है निमडेला, ये अभी 2 साल हो गए चालू हो गया 2020 में, और अभी इस साल कोरोना की वजह से अभी बंद है। और उससे जुड़े हुए जो गेट है, नवेगांव गेट है, नवेगांव रामडेगी करके, अलीझंझा गेट है। ये तीनों गेट की गाड़ी एक ही जगह घूमती। और इस साल जो है यहाँ पे टाइगर पॉपुलेशन अच्छा है। एक जो फीमेल है उसको 4 कप्स है, अभी बड़े हो गए, सब एडल्ट हो गए। एक मेल कप्स है, एक मेल टाइगर है, और एक और दूसरी वाली एक फीमेल टाइगर है। और यहाँ पे हर्बीवोर पॉपुलेशन भी अच्छा है। सांबर डियर है, नीलगाय है, इंडियन गोर है, एंटीलोप वर्गीय प्राणी है, जैसे आप चौसिंगा है, 4 हॉर्न एंटीलोप। ब्लैकबक भी ये गेट में ज़्यादा दिखता है, तो भी थोड़ा रेयर है। सलाद बेर भी है यहाँ पे, और हनी बैजर भी है। और बहुत अच्छा एरिया है, पहाड़ी एरिया है ये। यहाँ पे एक देवदर्शन भी है रामडेगी करके, और बहुत यहाँ पे टूरिस्ट आते हैं। और हर टूरिस्ट को यहाँ पे इस साल अच्छे तरीके से टाइगर दिखाई गई है, और अभी कोरोना की वजह से बंद है। थैंक यू सर।
Hello folks, good day. Welcome to the TATR 4K Live YouTube channel. In our last episode, we had explored a buffer called Agarzari and Devada. Today, we are going to explore one of the newest gates called Nimdela Buffer. Nimdela Buffer is situated towards the northwestern region of Tadoba Andhari Tiger Reserve. With numerous water bodies, this area has a variety of fauna visiting the water bodies and also a lot of wildlife. We have reached our first water body, which is less than a kilometer distance from the gate. Here we see a couple of red-collared dove. The one which is pinkish in color is the male, and the one which is brown is the female on the left hand side, perched on a Prosopis juliflora plant. Along with the red collared dove, we also see a flock of chestnut shouldered petronias perched on the same plant. At a distance, we see a 4-horned antelope, or also called as Chausingha, approaching the water. This animal is the only 4-horned animal found in India. It is comparatively smaller in size and extremely fast when it comes to running away from the predators. You can take a closer look at this animal. This is a male Chausinga, where it has 2 smaller horns right on the forehead and 2 of them right behind them. We are now heading to an area called Ramdegi, and then we will go ahead to explore Kumbhai. Our first encounter of a predator here is the wild dog. This is a pack of 2 wild dogs which is exploring the Ramdegi area. This is also in the valley where there is a temple called as Ramdegi Temple. The Nimdela landscape starts with a dry deciduous patch of forest and continues to a valley which is an evergreen patch throughout the year. In extreme summer conditions, this valley harbors a lot of wildlife including plentiful of birds. Natural water bodies in the valley are the major source of water for the animals that thrive in Nimdela. These valleys are water catchment areas which have natural springs which in turn fills the water bodies and the streams. The Nimdela buffer also shares the different gates like the Ramdegi Navegao gate and the Ali Jinja buffer gate. The common thing that we see here is the tall evergreen trees which are majorly jamun and some of them being mahua. The most interesting part is the Butea monosperma, or the flame of the forest, is a creeper in these valleys and not a tree. We will now be waiting if we get a chance to hear any alarm calls for the presence of the predator. In the meanwhile, we also will be exploring some of the bird species found here. There are rose-ring parakeets perched on the plant here. This is an active Indian paradise flycatcher, a male which is a rufous morph. The males are differentiated with their long tail. We also have a Tickle's blue flycatcher taking a bath in the stream nearby. And in the background, we are also hearing the Sambadia alarm calls. We also have a black-hooded oriole here, a very colorful bird which only visits Tadoba during the summer months. After hearing many alarm calls, we just encountered our first big cat, the tiger. This is a young sub-adult of a tigress called as Journey. This tiger looks like he is exploring and is alone. These sub-adults are approximately about 18 to 20 months old. This sub-adult is trying to sense the scent of another tiger. And you can also see him doing the Flehmen response, which is done by most of the sub-adults and the adult tigers. Many times, young cubs also do the Flehmen response. This is to find out which is the scent of the mother and where has she gone. But in this case, it looks like an extremely inquisitive subadult doing the Flemin response to know who this tiger is. It looks like this tiger is showing the dispersal pattern. The dispersal behavior of the tigers is a very interesting concept. These subadults have been a highlight for the sightings in the Nimdela buffer this season. This is a right time for the tigers to disperse. What they are waiting for is the monsoons to arrive for a successful dispersal. This subadult is a dominant and a bold male. Until April 14th, before the closure of the park, all the 4 subadults were seen together. But now, this individual has decided to explore his father's and mother's territories alone. He is using exactly the same trail as his father takes. If this tiger is alone, where are the other subadults? If they were still together, at least one or the other would be seen along with his brother. The tiger has got down from the hill, and we expect him to see at another closer water body, and we are now heading towards that particular water body. And near the water body is a langur, which is on the top of the tree, just trying to avoid the summer heat. He is sitting in the thickets. We can also see a raptor called as the crested serpent eagle near the water body. And a beautiful Indian paradise flycatcher, male again. You can see the tiger approaching the water through the thickets. Usually the tigers prefer sitting in the shade during the midday. But this tiger is out to explore. This is the first stage of dispersal in tigers. This is the time when the siblings are left alone and the dominant tigers move and explore their parents' territories and later start hunting on their own. They start living separately but are sometimes okay to have their siblings around. The hormonal changes in the tigers are very important for initiating this behavior. The confidence levels in the tigers also matter for a successful dispersal. It looks like the tiger has seen something in the thickets. He looks very curious and inquisitive. The alarm call of the langurs has started, which means the langur has seen the predator coming out of the thickets. This tiger is still trying to smell the presence of the other tigers, and he is now approaching another water body which is close by to the previous one. This is a very hot summer afternoon, and the tigers, including the adults, have to sit in the water and relax for some time. Having water bodies in such shaded places is an advantage for the tigers. They don't have to get exposed in the summer heat. They can dip their body completely in the water, sit in the water and relax for hours without being disturbed. It is very important for us also to know where his siblings are. Are they somewhere around, or has this tiger decided to move away from the siblings and explore the other part of the mother's territory? He has now decided to take the same route as he came out from and then head back to the place where he came from. But we are now heading to check for other areas. We have a herd of Indian gaur alerted because of the spotted deer's alarm call. We have found sloth bears, a mother and a young subadult, together foraging on the ground. This is a very bold female sloth bear, and so is the young subadult too. Compared to the other months of the season, the summer months will have some of the highest sightings of the sloth bears, especially in the late evenings or early mornings. We are now entering the Jaran area, which is again an evergreen patch. Here you can see a juvenile brown fish owl, and it is trying to call its mother. This evergreen patch of Jaran has a lot of tall mango trees which reach up to about 50 feet to 60 feet in height, and plenty of jamun trees surround them. Here we can also see a common kingfisher trying to dip itself in the pool to clean the feathers. This also regulates the body temperature. It keeps them cool during the hot afternoons. We also see a crested hawk eagle juvenile perched on the tree near the water body. And we hear an alarm call. And now we will be heading in the way where the alarm call came from. There is one of the subadults of Jarni sleeping here. We are now going to find the third and the fourth subadult of Jarni. We'll also see if the mother is around the subadults. This is an Indian eagle owl, probably a juvenile which is just about to become an adult. These owls are the masters of camouflage. The other two subadults are again in a nearby water body called as Budburi. They have decided to come out late in the evening. And one of them is curiously stalking the Samba deer near the water body.
so little, but they make such a big noise.
We will now be heading towards the gate. And in the meanwhile, while we are heading towards the gate, we came across this beautiful, bold leopard. He doesn't seem bothered about our presence. This leopard walks like a tiger on the road. Next time you visit the Nimdela buffer, do try to look out for varied fauna in the valleys, including some beautiful birds and animals in the jungle. We will come up with another new interesting episode. Until then, goodbye.
स्टे होम, स्टे सेफ। जय हिंद।
सब लोग अपने घर में रहिए, सेफ रहिए। जय हिंद।
स्टे होम एंड स्टे सेफ। जय हिंद।
घरी रहा, सुरक्षित रहा। जय हिंद।